So Rachel Zegler, our latest Snow White, I can't even say that straight. The latest Disney princess for live action. That's all I can say. Has come out and from D23, I guess this was from, and just now learning about it. But apparently her version of Snow White don't need no man, and has basically just created a new character again. Why can't you just create a new and unique character for yourselves? Why is this so hard to do? Anyways, let's get into it. And Hollywood's from bounding into comics. And Hollywood's latest, I can't speak right now, regurgitating of the most favorite hollow marketing line, Rachel Zegler has asserted that Disney's upcoming live-action remake of Snow White will be bringing a more contemporary bent to the classic story of its, I can't say that word, protagonist. Eponymous? I don't know. Zegler provided insight into the House of Mouse's updated version of their irregular Disney princess during an onstage appearance at the recent D23 Expo, taking that the stage and promotion of the studio's latest attempt to lazily cash in on the audience nostalgia. The actress informed attendees that she and the film's production team had given a modern edge to the enduring fairy tale. Later asked by Variety what she meant by this vague declaration, Zegler explained, "I just mean it's no longer 1937. And actually, I'm going to start this from around, now we'll just do it from where I kind of left off. Just getting it right. Actually, no, yeah. It basically, in this video, but I want to give my own thoughts on this Variety guy, because everybody always does it. But they actually haven't even seen their own film. Or they haven't seen the snippets in the film. They've only done the film, but they haven't seen it. So the film's done. A trailer's been shown, I guess. We haven't seen the trailer yet. But they haven't seen what they've done. That's what the first part of this is. Like, they're just like, yeah, I was in these awesome dresses, all this makeup, I had all these fancy people helping me out, and I still haven't seen how it looks. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You haven't seen what you guys have created. Not even yet. Like, they apparently had a trailer and you guys didn't see it. I haven't seen it. But I want you to hear what she says about, just the start, because she says it in such a laughing way. Real quick, I have to do this. This guy's voice.
You said you're bringing a modern voice to this.
When he talked to Brie Larson, was like,
don't be so modest.
This guy's... Has he smoked like 50 packs of cigarettes and had like a throat cancer or something? I have to know. Yeah. They wrote a Snow White, but you have completely changed one of the big premises. Now you could potentially do this and maybe make a more unique Snow White, but you guys didn't make a Snow White then. Like, supposedly there is no prince. True love's first kiss and all that. And so, is there not gonna be an apple? Because they said there's an evil hag. So, but yeah, like they do she's not gonna be saved by the prince line that we just heard Gal Gadot say, and oh, Gal Gadot, that's beautiful. Then interjected Gal Gadot, who stars in the film as the evil queen, to which Zegler agreed. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. Now, it's been a while since I first saw our. It's been a while since I last watched. I shouldn't have said first saw, but I last watched Snow White. But I watched Snow White quite a bit. Growing up, I had the VCR tape and watched it quite a bit, even though it wasn't my favorite. Personally, I like Sleeping Beauty, but that was because Prince Charming had to fight a dragon. Anyways, though, but from what I remember, she was in love. That's kind of a big plot point. And she was so beautiful that she had to leave. Skin as white as snow. Anyways, instead, said the actress, she's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be. What? The leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, brave, and true. What? Like, seriously, what? Like, this isn't Snow White. Gone are the times of talking about, the obvious. Now you're talking about some of the story things, and what are you creating? But Snow White wasn't a leader. Snow White was her own character. She was a very unique character. She was elegant, she was beautiful, and she was able to make people happy. She was unique. She could talk to the woodland creatures. She had a bunch of 7 dwarfs, but chances of them actually having 7 dwarfs is basically 0 after Peter Dinklage had opened his fat mouth. Anyways, and so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in. Zegler concluded. How many times do I have to read that line? I have to see myself in it. I have to see No, you don't. You seriously don't have to do that. You don't have to physically see yourself on the screen. I'm a 6'5" big guy, not a big beard, young. And I've been recently rewatching 2 shows. 86, because I'm going to be joining Adam. I'm on Adam's channel a little bit much now, but I'll be joining Adam, Renaissance Nerd, next Wednesday for Anime Odyssey, and I chose 86 for us to review. 86 is a fantastic story. And I can identify with the main character, Undertaker, whose name I can never seem to remember. I can't remember a lot of the Japanese characters' names, but I can always point them out. So the main character, Undertaker, and also I can relate with Handler 1. Handler 1 is a very white female from a, let's not mince words, her country's kind of German in a certain sense, and Handler and the Undertaker is kind of Japanese. I don't think he's Japanese, but he's from another country and he has certain powers, and I can identify with aspects of both of them. They don't look like me. I've also been rewatching Lord of the Rings. I identify with Gimli more than anything else, because Gimli's a very unique character in his own regard, and I love him. There's aspects of Legolas I can identify with, and Aragorn, and everybody, but for the most part, I identify most with Gimli. I am not a short, bulky guy. I'm a giant. But, have to be a narcissist nowadays. Zegler's latest comments about Snow White's direction echo those she previously made during a December 2021 interview with BuzzFeed. Asked by the outlet about what she hoped to bring to the role of Snow White, Zegler replied There's not much I can say about it besides the fact that Snow White has constantly been criticized. Even though she's the original Disney princess and we love her so much, but criticized for existing solely for a prince, existing solely to be rescued. So, if you love her so much, why are you criticizing her for basically one of her big main plot points that you see it as? You obviously don't like her. And I think that our director, Mark Webb, and everyone who's working on this film has really taken her narrative and turned it into something that's a lot stronger. So you completely recreated the character and it's no longer Snow White. She continued, and I'm very, very excited to be able to bring that to life. But wait, there's more! Notably, this is not the first time Zegler has promoted her role in a cinematic remake of a Hollywood classic with identity politics. Asked on the film's red carpet with Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, why Steven Spielberg's West Side Story lacked subtitles for its Spanish-speaking scenes, the actress explained, "It's respect. It is respect," she repeated, dismissing any fears of potentially alienating audiences who did not speak the language. "It is respect for my upbringing in Spanish-speaking household. In a Spanish-speaking household, it is a respect for the fact that this nation does not have an official language. English. Yes, it does. All of our historical documents have been written in English." Anyways, with a more playful tone, Zegler concluded, "It is respect to that fact that it's 2021. Girl, learn Spanish." Respect to the fact that it's 2021. Girl, learn Spanish. Oh, Jesus Christ. So there's an argument, this is getting a little politically, that I don't really like to do very much on my channel, but there's an argument that people make that you shouldn't have to force somebody to learn a whole new language because it destroys their culture. Well, they say we don't have a culture, but let's just take it that, let's have it there. You say it's disrespectful and everything like that. Why should I have to learn a new language just for you? In all honesty, you can turn the argument around on its head. I'm just making a point here. I don't really care, but respect would be to put it in subtitles. I didn't even see this movie. I knew it flopped, but the moment I heard that they had no subtitles, it was like, I can't watch it. Like, I physically can't watch it. The other night on a stream, individual came into my chat that spoke Spanish but knew English. Shout out to Clinton, one of my mods. He would take what the guy was saying in Spanish, translate it for me, and send it back to me. That helped me out because I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry. Unfortunately for both Zegler and Spielberg, audiences instead chose to respect their wallets. As a result, the film bombed in its opening weekend, pulling in a global gross of just $14.9 million against this estimated production budget of $100 million. Snow White is currently set to hit the theaters March 2nd, 2024. Basically, besides the whole, I love the West Side Story storyline, that was beautiful, but Rachel Zegler essentially says, yeah, the story isn't made for you. We're completely changing what was a very iconic story that was already once recreated for Disney. It's something completely dark from the Brothers Grimm. It's Danish Tale, but you keep just changing it so it's no longer Snow White. Just call it something else, and I wouldn't really... I just think it's a crappy movie. But no, they keep doing this. The reason they have to take Snow White. The reason they have to take Scooby-Doo or Velma in the situation, and my biggest anger with anything Warner Bros. The reason they are doing this, and it's very plain and simple, they have to take and subvert what has already been created to make their own stories. Because when they put out their own stories, i.e., the lesbian from maybe a month or so ago, the lesbian vampire show that completely got canceled after one season. Exactly, got canceled after one season. So they have to take pre-established characters, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who. Those are the three big ones. Lord of the Rings as of right now. Supposedly Wheel of Time. I haven't watched Wheel of Time. So on and so forth. They have to take these titles, inject their ideology into it, and slowly it decays and becomes crap. But Disney's filled with this right now. Disney's going to continue filling with this, and it's just going to be a downward spiral. Like I showed in my previous video, which I will admit it's a big repeat video, but there was some I had to add some stuff into it, and I used that article. But like I pointed out with the Little Mermaid trailer that just recently happened, nobody's excited for this stuff. People are starting to turn away because you don't have anything new. It's just rehash, remakes, change up some stuff, throw it out there. Give us something new for a change. Let us judge it by what you're giving us. Let us start there and then work our way back. Still probably be crap, but you have nothing else to lose. I mean, you're losing money hand over fist. So, with that, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, click all the links, subscribe to the channel, share it out with your friends, hit that notification bell for when I go live or all that stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!